So it's now spring, and I didn't really do much at all over the winter. I was just working my job and trying to save some money, and I was too broke and too cold to really do anything on the tiny house over the winter. But now that it's spring, I'm getting back in the habit of things and doing some upgrades. I really needed some extra shelving and storage in here, so I'm adding some shelves on both sides of the shack, so now I have a few extra places to put some odds and ends. Here's the current status of the shack on the inside. It's certainly not pretty, but it did get me through the winter. It was a very cold winter, though. So I want to make a fenced-in garden area so that I can protect all my veggies and tomatoes and such from the critters that are all running around here. But fence posts and fencing is expensive.
This is an old, shitty, rusty blade.
So I'm just cutting down some trees with Ian, and we're cutting up those trees and using those as the fence posts.
That really did do. It do.
Now I'm the load bearing branch. Two handles and you pull it at you. Or it's like a file. A long file.
So once I finished digging all the posts, I just circled the whole thing in chicken wire to use as fencing. And I did try and grow some tomatoes and peppers, but they just really didn't do well. I just planted straight into the ground. I didn't add any amendments, no compost, no nothing, and they also got by some rabbits before I finished the fence. But next year, hopefully the crop situation will be much better. I've also really been needing a storage building or a shed of some kind to keep all my tools and stuff. And sheds are kind of expensive. I don't got that kind of money right now, man. So I'm just building my own out of some 2x4s. And to save some money, I'm just going to build the frame and then cover it with a tarp.
Alright, that works pretty well. Go. There. Open you up.
Up until now, I've just been keeping all of my tools and even the straw for my chicken in my Jeep, and that was getting really annoying, so I'm really happy to have a shed now. The last thing I'm going to do is build a little extension for Dio's catio. He seemed really bored lately, and the house is very small. It's a big downgrade from our old house. So I want to give him a little extra space to go prance around in. So I'm essentially just going to make a box made of 2x4s, and then I'm going to cover the box with chicken wire so that he can't get out. And I'm just going to push this right up to the existing catio, and that's going to be the extension. There we go, we got Dio in there. He's doing his thing. He's just sitting in there, eating some grass, having a good old time. Hopefully this keeps him occupied for a little while until my whole patio situation is taken care of.